by my judgment, if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, it won't be done without time, money, and energy invested into it. It's going to take that. And I knew all along this, I mean, you know, people thought we were crazy to sit down with Pivot Labs in the beginning and put together our logo for the salon. Most small businesses are thinking, what a waste of money. But I have tripled my revenue. I have 30 employees. We have a reputation. We were Washington CEO Magazine's best company to work for in 2003 and 2005. You don't get that kind of stuff if you don't put the energy and the investment in.
Whether I'm talking to a friend who's the owner of a small organization or the CEO of a large corporation, I would recommend to both that they work with Pivot Lab, because the return on investment and the efficiency of gathering that information and really defining the position of the company and the strategy to execute on that position is time efficient, money efficient, and organizations really can't be without that work.
By doing it all in one setting, you're able to get clear about, okay, this is what our vision is. These are our values that support that. Here's our mission that goes along with it. Here's our brand imaging that we need to get out there. And this is how we're going to have to change our strategy if this is all here. And I think you get a momentum going, the energy gets going, people get excited about it, and by the time you get done, you have a full product that you're pleased and proud of.
So I've worked with many other organizations that help provide strategy in different pocket areas. Really what's great about Pivot Lab is they encompass them all. So some of these other companies may focus on the internal alignment portion. So they may do some testing and some personality work that gets people aligned, but it's really less focused on targeting the customer and really what's the position of the company. Or they may be focused on connecting with the customer and doing intercepts and be more quantitative, but they've really missed the part about the internal alignment and getting people charged around what are the core tenets of the organization and their differentiators. So what's great is that they do all of those elements, and what I've never found in addition to that with any other strategist that I've worked with is that part that is really honing sales.
Looking back, I don't know how we would have gotten here without having done that. We would have had a name that was based on my initials that didn't represent who we are or what we do. We wouldn't have clarity of a positioning statement. We had a good set of values, but there were too many and they were hard to track and follow and talk about. We have clarity now in our core purpose, and that's a strong thing to have. When you get in front of a staff of 35 or 40 folks, it matters a whole lot more than it maybe did when we were a staff of 6 or 7. It brings everybody together. There's that common thread, and so it's been incredible. And I think we would have been remiss not to have that.
Any company that says that they can do it themselves, inevitably, it's almost the proof point that they're too close to the problem. They're too myopic about their position in the market and their customers, because you really can never, I mean, I've had it myself. I've had my own organization, and even though I do this work, trying to do it for myself, you just cannot get back from it far enough to be able to see really what is your position, how are you articulating yourself to your customers, and how are you unique against your competitors.
We've had a question lately around, well, do we want to sell to this segment or that segment? There's a big shift in technology right now with the cloud and all that kind of stuff going on. And it was an interesting exercise when we were all in a room kind of arguing about, is this client the right fit or is that client the right fit? I hit the pause button and pulled out our strategy platform and said, we have a positioning statement we made here for a reason. It was with intent. And the conversation ended. We had our answer, so that's a great thing.
The time invested was 100% worth it. What we gained from those sessions have infinitely helped us in our strategy with our marketing department and also with our sales team moving forward, saving us time later on.
I think it's return on investment. I think we'll be able to attract more clients, retain more clients, because we have a brand that's very strong and prominent.
I think the experience was better than what I had expected, and I'm extremely pleased by that because we report to the board on return on investment. And I was able to do that almost immediately after the engagement with the team. So if I was you, I'd give them a call.